fucking image I found on the internet.
Wait.
Y'all ever...
I hadn't looked at it yet. Hold on.
Y'all ever see pictures on the fucking internet?
Y'all heard of the internet before? What the fuck? I love this. Saving it. Now that I have an enormous phone, it's so nice. Any picture I see that I even like, kind of like, I'm like saving it.
Yep.
Let's see what I saved.
You're like Oprah, and you get to save.
I get to save a picture. I saved the one of Mac from It's Always Sunny that has the "Science is a liar sometimes" sign with Aristotle, Galileo, and Newton, and the word "bitch" over their faces.
This one is better in some ways and worse in others.
What other scary? Yeah, I have one of Trixie Mattel on the phone saying, "I'm calling the police," and use that one.
One of oh my god. Oh my god! That's hilarious.
I hate it!
I have one that I really like that's like an old-timey picture. It's like this 1950s waitress, and she's pointing to a sign, and it says, "You are not nice today. No hot dogs for you," or something like that. It's hilarious. But I need to save this one, Bachmann.
You need to send this to the transformation sequence people.
Oh my god.
Like, immediately. Oh, that's upsetting. I do love the men inside the ATM, though. I see you in there.
Oh my god.
Oh, the people in the chat are like, "What is this?" Bob and post. Well, at least post the ATM one in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just sending it to TSP. No
comment.
No,
necessary.
Nothing. I want to see who's the first person to look at it.
Michael, you should look at the pictures in the chat.
Oh boy.
In the G chat.
God damn it.
It's good.
Hey, I'll be right back.
What the hell?
Bobby just drops this and leaves.
Pasta porn. Like,
this is how I was conceived.
My mommy's a spaghetti.
But my daddy, my mom is the sauce, but my daddy's the noodle. Oh.
What do you think that, like, being in, like, a pile of noodles would feel like?
I feel real slimy, but also that's a sensation that if someone paid us enough, I'd do it. I'd get in a baby pool of noodles.
100%. I'd probably do it for, like, not that much money, honestly.
like $10.
I mean, I was thinking like 100 for $100. Like, done. I would get in a pool of noodles.
Yeah.
2018.
Hey, that's what we can do for the farewell picnic. Just a big swimming pool full of noodles.
Big noodle pool. Get in the noodle pool.
Everyone, if you want to be cool, get in the noodle pool.
So why were you like scream laughing earlier?
Go
look
in the G chat. Go in the G chat, you fool.
I was downstairs.
It's both the best and the worst pictures I've ever seen. The one specifically.
In our Ducks and Dragons chat?
Yeah. Yes.
What's happening? How did he get this so fast?
I don't know. Bobby is a mysterious man.
It's hilarious. Sometimes, thank you, NXS973. Is that Nick?
Maybe? No. I don't know.
Sometimes I think about, like...
Ooh, baby bomb. Thank you.
Sometimes I think about would it ruin our reputation if I or one of y'all or whoever, oh no, just I or one of you guys, became a person who sold their nude parts on the internet. So you could pay money and you could see them. Would it ruin, like, if I did it? Obviously, if a girl did it, it's one thing because the internet's weird, but it's like both more acceptable, but also less acceptable. Like you would lose more respect for it, but also it'd be more normal. But if I did it, what would happen? I don't want to do it, but it's kind of a a thought experiment.
But do you want to do it? It kind of sounds like you want to put it out there.
What if I
you
did it?
definitely want to do it.
What if I did it though?
I think that like I would do it if I under specific circumstances.
Sometimes I think the same thing,
But
it's like the specific circumstances would, I don't know what they would be. It's like, just don't tell my dad, but you
Yeah.
can't control that.
well, I don't think anyone. The thing is that my parents really like to tell. My mom especially likes to tell everyone, like the nurses. Whenever my dad goes to the hospital, she loves to tell them. Her coworkers, she loves to tell them that I'm on the show. And then she's texting me like, "What's the name of your show?" And I'm like, I don't think they'll like it. But she's so proud, and she always asks. I know I've told you guys this, but she always asks if we won and if we had fun recording.
And the answer is always yes.
Yeah, we win every time.
Everyone's a winner.
Oh no.
Yeah, if there's some way to make sure your parents or family didn't find
Didn't
out.
see it. That being said, though, if someone wanted to pay me to send pictures of my feet and like pudding or another food, I'd do that
Hell yeah.
real fast. Just at me on Twitter.
I mean, 2018, you're the sex worker, so who's to say what will happen by the end of it?
Right.
I don't want to do it, but it'd be hilarious if I did it. And I think it would be brave of me. We should do a calendar of us, though, like of a
We have-
tasteful.
Talked about doing that for like 3 years.
But this time, like, more sensual.
I think it would be cool to do it.
Holding D20s. Normal
Over our
size D20s.
nipples?
Yes,
Over
just
our
over our
size
nipples.
nipples.
It's like a heroic.
I'll hold up this D20 right here over my pee hole so that so my dad won't get mad at me. It's like, they couldn't see the pee hole, and my dad would be like, "That's not the bad part." And I'm like, "In my opinion, it is."
I've
Jennifer,
got
can I be a
famously large
camboy if I
nipples.
cover my pee hole with this D20?
With the Sure. Just as long as you don't show that pee hole.
Yeah.
I still think about. Were you guys talking about Joska and the kid person is like the person in the chat that said, "Let me see that pee slit." I'm thinking about that a lot.
We're gonna do a calendar. Where we're
Pee slits only.
pee slits on. Oh, it's the opposite. There you go.
But that way it's super close up for guy pea slits, and then that way they're all the same size.
Yeah.
So you can't
Yeah.
see.
Wow, this is
So
tequila.
it's like there's a 50-50 slit on which girl pee slit it is.
You said a 50-50 slit.
Oh yeah.
There's a slit on the brain.
and then 33.3 repeating, of course, pee slit percent for the dudes.
Wow.
But they could be all the pictures at the same, like, just 5 pea slits in a row that are all the same
Yeah.
size. So
I
that
guess
way
if
you
you-
don't know.
You know, that's the thing. We're all the same because if you get close enough, all of our pea slits are like the same thing.
I think
So.
that's true.
What if or we could show our buttholes because I
That's
think
like the worst inspirational message ever. Like, deep down, all our pea slits are the same.
I feel like it'd be easier to tell, though, whose butthole's whom's.
how dare you?
Well,
Who
we know that
bleaches?
some
Who bleaches?
people have
Yeah, who
dirty
bleaches?
assholes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Michael.
Some people.
The two Michaels are toxic masculinity.
And they don't clean their butthole.
In the butt.
Yeah, no, actually, it's more complex than that because it almost doesn't matter if I clean it. It's just gonna be dirty
clean-
again.
Clean your-
Oh, good point.
All right.
That is pretty complex. You're right.
Wowie.
I just want to make more money. So what if I jacked
I
off
want to be a cam boy.
on camera
Oh
and I was
my
like,
God.
"Ooh, I wrote a crit and come."
I mean, people would probably give you money.
Yeah, I would get money. I would get paid, but
Your dad would.
Well, it
do a
depends
lot
on
of
what
cards
site you're
battle
doing this
version,
on.
you know?
yeah.
Oh, Hugo, I'm wearing a The Share Zone shirt right now. Just FYI, it says
What is it?
"tired but strong," and it has a skeleton face on it, which some
That's
people
so
call a
good.
skull.
Where did you get that?
I ordered it from the Share Zone's website.
The shares of
The Share Zone, you know, The Share Zone. He's a skeleton. He's admin. He tweets. Do you know The Share Zone?
I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
Oh my goodness! Hold on, I gotta go.
I'll say,
you
please put
probably
it-
do. It's good.
Gamma Doodler. Is this what gets edited out? No, this is level 3. This is in between recordings. This doesn't even get recorded.
I'm gonna send a link to it. I feel like I took literally one sip of that and was like, "Oh, hello,
Hello.
here's a buzz. What's that?" Nika, I'm pasting it in the chat.
She's sending her butthole to you.
I'm sending you my butthole and see if it's gonna.
Please, I've been waiting 4 years for this.
Finally, it's the long con to see that butthole.
Did I tell you what my in-person D&D group does whenever they meet a new NPC to make sure they trust them?
No.
What?
What is that?
Well, you were there. They bring them into a room and they all drop their pants and everyone has to be naked in front of each other in order to prove that they're open, basically.
The do not tailgate me one is very good.
The one that I think about all the time is the one where he's talking about. Hold on, I just gotta find it now. Because talking about being scared of people driving, and yelling at someone driving.
He's sincere and nice, and I think he lives at Columbus.
Really?
Yeah.
How long am I gonna have to fucking scroll back to find this tweet? Oh, there's so many. I'll never find it.
Shop is
I'm sorry. The Share Zone is like the best Twitter account. The Share Zone and Drill. Those are honestly the only Twitter accounts that should exist.
Yeah, I want to be president, but I don't think he does.
No, I think they're different.
Yeah.
Is that?
Got a potion for having 4 legs from a mystical shop so I could run faster, but the magic came out wrong and the legs are backwards, so it looks like I'm having sex when I lay down, and now the shop is gone and I don't know how to shit like this.
I love when you think that the thing that you've created is funny and good, and then you see the Share Zone and like, I'm a trash boy. I should jack off on the camera. But they're artists too, I think.
I am going to die if I don't find this specific tweet. Oh my god, this is a different one, but it's also it's a skeleton walking across the street. It says light still red, but the road's clear. You know I'm crossing, bitch. Observant and safe. Parentheses genius. No masters. I'm control, not lights. Arrive at destination early. Cutie waiting to cross thinks I'm a sex badass for my choice, probably.
What episode are we talking about? All dogs go to heaven? Because someone apparently tweeted at me.
There's multiple
it was
episodes.
Westworld.
Oh, yeah.
If you're down to it.
Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, here it is. let me read it to you, but I'm also gonna send it to you. Yeah, honk my fucking horn at you, and I immediately wished I didn't, bitch. It was rude. Maybe you didn't hear it. I hate driving. What if I see you again and you remember? You can be a maniac with a gun. Drove off scared the rest of the you were following me. Pretty sure I was in the right though. That's literally that is me the entire time I was in LA driving.
This one, Lord protect me. Bike seat vibration gave me cookie tummy, and I gotta walk weird to keep my ass from having shit come out of it.
Cookie tummy?
What the fuck is cookie tummy?
We have to see if he wants to come to GeeklyCon.
Oh my god, I love the Share Zone.
I am
God, I'm
upset
dying.
that nobody's told me of the Share Zone ever.
I've not heard
dozens of
I
times.
retweeted. I actually like kind of had to stop myself because I was just retweeting like everything.
It's like I can't retweet every drill tweet.
No,
You
want
just have to.
They deserve
they're
it.
all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean, I'm familiar with drill.
This is definitely in the drill
Oh,
zone. God, that one about driving.
Especially you with
They're
your
home scared the
with
whole way.
Scuds skeletons, you know.
This is like so in your zone.
Oh god.
Okay, we gotta record this episode.
Yeah. Let's make some more podcasts. What do you say?
I can't wait to see what
if I
new
just-
exciting character Michael has for
I'm
tonight.
just gonna read the Share Zone.
Oh,
for
for
the rest of the
your
night.
furball.
Furry, free.
All right.
I'm Ben Dilladong.
I'm a merry fellow. I wait, hold on. I wear a bright blue coat and my boots are yellow.
I like to fuck a bear. No more rhymes, bitch.
I did have one where he said he was horny, but that one didn't make it into the
Oh.
show.
That's the X-rated one.
That's the outtakes.
He was going to make you guys leave because he wanted to fuck the bear,
They
but
just fucked the
He
bear
just
He
ran
outside.
doesn't have to leave.
Right.
Go
then you
on.
guys asked him to, lead you out of the forest. So too
We
nice.
solved it.
Man, I shouldn't have said that.
I need somebody to forcibly close my browser.
You're gonna be up till like 5 in the morning looking at Deshare's own tweet.
How to have sex? Whatever you do to the dick, you got to do to the ass.
That's so true. Does my leg have a phone number? Yeah, I
Like I literally just Hugo today said that the D&D podcast is basically like Deshare's own skeleton from 9 to 5 during our work days, and then when we get home, we turn back into real people.
It's pretty accurate.
I'm dying.
I'm ready.
All right,
Whenever
on
you
go. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're recording.
Recording.
Our
Yes.
podcast.
Also, I realized that made me sound really pushy, and I didn't mean to be, so I'm sorry to all of you.
Wait,
You know what? You
I
are,
appreciate it.
as a woman, you're not allowed to do any of the things that I do without being yelled at.
Oh,
So
that's
I
true.
encourage you to live your worst life the way that I do. It's fun.
I do personally.
Tim, shut your piece lit.
do you guys hear the cops coming?
You hear the
They
cops
heard
coming?
about your piece of
My piece. Yeah, it's illegal to jack off in Boston now.
They heard that I was holding Tim's hammer. and
They did
and
come get you.
the
It was
jacking
come back.
off part. No, that's gonna kill somebody outside.
Anyways.
All right. I guess let's just do this.
You got this. You got this,
let's do
Michael.
it.
You can do it.
Michael, we didn't even do anything last episode. It sucked. I hated it.
Oh my!
There was no battle.
Good. There was.
I didn't buy.
We're involved in it.
I'm not going to stop stirring the entire episode. Deal with it, David, or maybe Alan at this point. I had to do that for 10 seconds so we could get the room noise out. Also, this is when we should toot
It's really
so we can get it out.
Greetings, adventurers. You have joined us for another episode of the Drunks and Dragons podcast. I am your dungeon master, Michael DiMauro, and with me is Jennifer Cheek,
Hey everyone!
Nika Howard,
My name is Nika, and I'm here to play. And that's all I've got.
You'll get the rest of it later.
Yeah.
Tim Lanning,
Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
and Mike Bachmann.
No jokes. I'm just thinking about skeletons.
That's the only way to be.
This episode's going to be a little different because we're going to have to scream at Bachmann to close his internet browser.
He won't.
That's
now
not
we've
different.
introduced Mike, now that we've
No,
introduced
usually we just
Bachmann-
ignore it.
Right, but now he's too sucked into the ShareZone's Twitter account, which I don't know about the ShareZone. What the fuck are you doing? Get on the ShareZone. It's like the only good Twitter account other than ours and Drills. That's it.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
I'm good.
I'm still in sips of Tim's beverage that he made, which is a seltzer and tequila.
It's sparkling polar seltzer, mango limeade with
That
tequila.
sounds fucking fire.
Polar
And
makes
it was
such good summer seltzer.
Yeah, and I added a little bit of lime juice for the acidity.
It tastes great.
Yeah.
I know no one else cares about this, but Jennifer, I found a grocery store in Columbia that sells polar seltzer. And it is the only thing.
It's
Nika,
so good.
I like seltzer
Tim's
now
a
to the
seltzer boy.
bane of
No.
Jennifer's
I hate it. He
Yeah.
steals my seltzer. It's mine.
It's good to drink.
He just takes my. I went and bought two 12-packs of seltzer and carried them up all 4 flights of steps to our apartment in my little backpack. And now Tim is the seltzer boy and stealing my seltzer.
I carried up both the huge ass carpets.
I don't recognize that.
Like
That
I was
doesn't
God
look
of
like
War.
Those are different products.
Anyways,
So,
Mike,
as you can tell, we're a 5th edition actual play Dungeons and Dragons
Obviously.
podcast.
uh-huh.
We've been on an epic adventure for these last 5+ years.
Half a decade.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be
we're-
6 years soon. A couple,
Yeah.
5 months.
You know, I have to say, a lot of the podcasts that I listen to, I didn't realize they were this old, but they started getting really popular past 5 years plus.
Yeah.
I think like 6 to 8 or whenever they really.
Damn. It's
This
our
is
strike.
we're gonna take off.
Oh, we're gonna
soon.
have it.
Soon we're gonna get a download.
We're just getting our wings or whatever
Exactly.
that phrase is.
Yeah, the Red Bull.
Yeah.
So we're gonna continue our adventure. So let's all roll d20s.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a d20 in our dice tower.
Hopefully, I don't roll
Oh,
a fucking 19
7.
again.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh, a 12.
I rolled a
20.
2.
Ooh.
Mika, who do you want to read, or who do you want to say the recap?
Is someone saying something?
Tim's saying, "Oh gosh, oh god."
Oh, okay. So here's the thing: is I assumed, but you know how you guys were having microphone issues last time, and
Oh,
you could hear
that-
people. That's what it sounded like.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I think. Unfortunately.
Oh man, that was very scary.
I don't. Oh, this is too hard. I want to pick Jennifer, but then I feel
That's okay.
like okay, Jennifer.
No, I feel good about it. I feel like I can do it. So last ep, we started out in the astral plane because we had previously gotten our asses extremely kicked by some Drow. We'd been fighting spiders. Did pretty good with the spiders, not so good with the Drow. So we kicked it on out of there. Went to the astral plane. In the astral plane, we did a lot of bullshit for several minutes. While Michael kept trying to like spur us on to get out of the astral plane for some reason. I don't know why. We brought Skud back to life because he was not doing great.
He was unconscious.
He was unconscious, and we brought him back just enough so that he could heal us. We did it out of the goodness of our hearts. Went back to the Feywild, and whom should we meet there but the jolly, beautiful Ben Dilladong. A large man.
Copyright. Trademark.
Original character, do not steal. Ben Dilladong.
Is this a palette swap?
Exactly. This is a Michael's Bombadil Sona. So our good friend Ben Dilladong sang us some songs. He had very thoughtfully killed the Drow that had kicked our asses, which was very nice of him. And he took us back to his house, and we had a nice little evening.
Yeah.
We ate some cheese. We had some snacks. Had a little bit of silverweed and some various boozes. We didn't actually like directly meet Silverberries, but we heard of her and heard her. I think fucking Ben Dilladon. Silverberries is a bear, from what I can understand.
Magical bear.
A magical bear that loves to fuck. Mainly what happened last episode was we healed ourselves up at Ben Dilladong's house. And
Each time you say it, I laugh.
yeah, and he escorted us out of the forest, and now we did find out, I guess, that the reason why things are going so bad in the Feywild is that Ben Dilladong said that he couldn't like contact Melora anymore, the goddess of the Feywild. She's goddess, right? Feywild.
Mm-hmm.
Now, poor Ben Dilladong is a prisoner of the forest and cannot leave, cannot talk to anyone else except for his bear wife, which I guess that's why he's got a bear wife. And so he does not know what's going on out there, but he wishes us well in our pursuits outside of the forest, which is his home.
That was a very, very good recap.
It was perfect. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thorough.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
It's
doing
because I was
that.
drinking only seltzer in the last step. Now I'm drinking tequila and seltzer so that I won't remember what happens in this episode. So please don't pick me next time.
Well, in
All
2
right.
weeks we'll record again. You know.
Oh, that's too long.
Yeah, too long.
Shit.
So
That'd be
what
like-
are y'all gonna do?
So I think we would ask Ben. I know, obviously, we ended the episode leaving him. But
He's still in the forest and we've just gone past the forest. We can like see each
As long
other.
as he's
Yeah,
speaking
we're like-
Talk.
is there another settlement we could go to? Or do we see? Are we able to find the tracks again? Things like that. I think those are the two things, in Tim/Toby's opinion, that we should do.
Ben Dilladong slowly backs into a hedge and is gone.
What? No!
No, Ben! I run to
Okay,
the edge and I search it.
I have an idea, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so what if we stay here and you give me 10 minutes? I'll run 5 minutes in one direction and then I'll run back for 5 minutes and I'll tell you what I find. And we can do it 3 different ways because we ain't got to go back in the woods because
That's
we
true.
know old Ben lives in there.
Mhm. True.
And I don't know, maybe we hope I land on a point of something. I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, it seems like as good a plan as any.
Yeah. Are we on a path right now?
You are on a path, and it's turning into sort of, fields and rolling hills and grassy areas.
Does it look good out here? Like, or is it scary?
It's less scary than in the forest, but it's still pretty cloudy and
Okay.
not bright and sunny.
It looks like Draculas live here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could say that.
Well,
Well, we have this orb as well.
Oh, yeah.
well.
Hell.
Okay, yeah, let's
I mean, I want you to run because it's really impressive.
sure. Let's take a look at the orb real quick to see if it tells us anything. Before you run, of course.
Okay, so what are you doing with the orb?
So it's like one button, like push down now, and that's like
Yeah,
the
just
wild one?
to remind people about the orb. It's like baseball sized ish. I think. Did I ever
It's
say that?
baseball sized.
I think so. What did you
Yeah.
think it
Wow.
was?
Yeah, I thought of it as like a
Basketball.
softball. Oh.
Softball.
Yeah, like
That
like
explains
a
why we
Danny
keep dropping
egg
it.
size.
Well, I'm a gnome, so that is
Oh, that's so
basketball
big.
sized.
That's true.
A gnomish basketball is that size. Yeah.
It's a softball.
Mhm.
It's probably somewhere between a baseball and a softball.
There we go.
So we're all right.
A hardy orb.
Cool.
And it's got 6 little. I think I described them as little bumps.
Yeah.
They're like dots, and they're evenly spread out across the orb. There's all sorts of runes and weird stuff on the surface of the orb, and there's currently one of the little pips is lit up right now.
What color is it?
It's kind of a greenish white.
And we were able to like make it do hologram shit before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
by
we
pressing.
pressed the button and it did things.
All right, let's press it again.
A different button.
Oh,
Or I
Wait,
guess
what?
we could press the same button again. Just
well, yeah.
test it.
Well, I assume this is
All right.
the Feywild button, so
Okay.
maybe we need to go somewhere. Maybe there's a temple. I don't know.
Okay.
Press it.
You press it, and a little like almost. You probably wouldn't know what to call this, but it's almost like holographic sort of image appears.
Nice.
I poke
And-
it.
Obi-Wan.
Your finger goes right through it.
Ooh, this is magic.
Well, obviously.
And it looks like a sort of a landscape. It looks like you actually see what looks like an island, and with a sort of a big gem-like crystalline structure on it.
So metagamey, this is where Large Regime Co. went, right?
What's it? Yes,
Okay.
metagaming.
I don't know
yes.
this, so this is going to be fun to learn. Yay.
Okay. So that's one button.
Yeah, what happens if you press another button?
Yeah, let's just keep pressing.
What button do you want to press?
The one next to it, to the right.
Yeah.
All right, you press that button, and it flashes red.
Like on and off, like a bad power. Oh, sorry. I'll let you finish. I get so excited.
It flashes red once, and then an image appears, and you see what appears to be like an eerie subterranean cave.
Ooh.
Red's the bad color.
Red's bad. So does this want us to go to the Underdark?
Well, I think maybe not to go.
Well, I mean, we just saw. We just saw them Drow, and if they took Thom Harper, I'm sure they'd take him down.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think what this only activates, so to speak, when we are in the right area, the right plane, or the right location. So right now we're in the Feywild. It blinked green, and it liked it. It was happy. Then when we press this button, it blinked red because we were not in whatever could be described as the Underdark.
Or what if the different buttons have different meanings, like just different colors? Like there could be a gold one and a purple one, maybe a blue one.
Well, Lahni, there's only one way to find out. Why
Let's
don't you
push
press
another.
another button?
Oh, I push it.
You push the button and it flashes red again. This is the third button, right?
Yeah.
You push it, it flashes red again, and another holographic image appears. This time, it appears to be, it's little, but based on the size of the buildings, it appears to be a large walled city, and the walls seem to be made of a gleaming metal.
Ooh.
Well, that one I don't know. Oh, that's weird.
So it doesn't look like it's a multicolored situation. Well, it is, but it seems like red and green are our options. So maybe maybe we need to take a cue and go with the green, try to find this green place here.
Yeah, so
this island.
And we still don't believe that this orb technically has anything to do with the issues plaguing our good friend Tom. Right?
You don't think this has to do with Thom Harper being kidnapped?
Well, we don't know, is what I'm
I
saying.
guess we don't know, but we don't really have any leads at this point.
Correct. And we know that the footprints led this away, I believe, if I can be so bold. Is that correct?
So you think we're going in the right direction?
What do you think, Satyr friend? I forget your name.
Oh, is he with us?
My name's Nook.
Nook, that's right. I love
He's
Nook.
just been following it. We haven't said a goddamn word to him.
Nothing.
It's just,
He's just been like
I respect
10
it.
feet away.
There's
I guess I'll go with these guys.
There's been a lot of interesting people around.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You've met other interesting people? Interesting.
Well, I'm just saying, how am I supposed to compete with Ben Dilladong?
Yeah. It is funny that the players know for fucking sure that this Nook guy has the information, but we haven't asked him. Maybe our internalized fear of metagamery has caused us. Like, don't ask Nook anything.
I forgot
We'll
to
show
here.
I kind of forgot about him.
Yeah.
The moment that Michael was singing, the satyr was gone from my brain.
For sure. That's not on us.
Yeah.
I kind of wrote him off in between weeks because I assumed he was going to die, but
He's still here.
he's still here.
What do those other buttons do?
Well, let's keep pressing
Yeah,
it.
might as well.
Might
It's
as
not like
well.
anything bad is
Let
happening.
me
so
switch.
go ahead, press it.
Let me switch to a new page in my notebook. Yeah, you can have a drink of that, Rowan.
Oh, I love tequila.
Can
I'm
I
Nook,
have a
by
drink
the
of
way.
it?
Sure, Skud.
Yeah, here you go. Do you like it?
You didn't hand it to me. I'm looking right at you.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks again for saving me from the spider web.
No worries. I'm sorry that you got attacked by those spiders. We obviously did too, and I was hoping that there'd be an ally inside that web sack.
There is an ally in there, and that's me.
Oh, I thought we had to go run back.
And thank you again, what did you say your name is?
Oh yeah, sorry. Again, that large man with a giant bong distracted us very, very, very badly. I'm Toby Treacletart, and this is Rowan,
Hi.
Lahni,
My name's Lonnie.
and Skud.
Oh, hi.
Is it true what they say about gnomes?
Maybe. What? Yes. What? Wait. Is this a bad thing?
No, it's not.
Once you
What
go
is it?
home, you better go home.
What is the saying? And then I will tell you if it's true, I guess.
That that all gnomes are delicate and sensitive lovers.
Sky handle Toby.
Well, when you're that small, you got to have great attention to detail.
You can see it so
That's
well.
all you can see is details.
Is Toby okay?
This is your chance, Toby.
Is steam
Kiss
coming
him.
out of his ears?
And I hand the orb to Rowan, and I hide behind her legs.
Rowan kind of like she tosses the orb
Always
up in
blue.
the air. Always blue. Always blue. Exactly. And she presses a new button. Bloop.
A new image appears, and you see what looks to be a broken city. It looks
What
like
color
it's.
are we looking at?
Oh,
Red?
it flashed red, and then it appeared, and it seems like it's a city that looks like it's in ruins, but it's like on fire.
Oh no.
But it looks like the buildings have like been, some of them have been like broken in half.
Ooh, this is
It's America.
Let's try another one. Yeah, exactly. Ron presses another button. Bloop.
You see flash of red, and you see what looks like a placid stream running through rolling hills.
Ooh.
And you actually feel like a sense of calm just looking at it.
I don't know why this one's red. This one seems good to me. This one doesn't make any sense.
Well, how do you not realize red means we're not there? Sorry.
I pressed the first and fourth button at the same time.
Oh no!
It starts making a ticking noise.
Oh, shit! Ah, shit!
It blue screens. Like the Windows XP error noise.
It actually you hear like bong, and it reboots.
Guess we deserve that.
Dude, you're getting an orb.
So, commercial joke?
You've got riddles.
Hit the last button, baby.
There's
All
only
right.
one button left.
All right, I
Let's
hit
hit it. I say we hit it.
I slammed that button.
Could all
You,
do it together in a.
How big is the button? How many fingers can you fit on
Well,
the
it's
button?
like it's just one
A
of those
dip and dot.
moments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Frank's like, this is a real team building moment. As he's
Frank
pressing it down
shoulders
with
his
you.
way in.
After this, we'll do trust falls.
And another flash of red, and you see a barren plain, and with a huge fortress that appears to be some sort of dull metal, and just little teeny tiny legions of soldiers all standing in perfect lines.
What was the first part of that? A desert fortress?
Barren plain with a huge
Barren
fortress.
plain. Sorry.
Instead of
So I guess-
dull, no.
So to recap, we got Feywild, which we're in now. We have what we assumed, possibly incorrectly, as the Underdark. We have a small city that has high, did you say metal
Yeah, I think he
walls?
said metal.
Mhm.
Surrounding it.
Gleaming metal walls.
Gleaming. So we got gleaming metal and dull metal.
Ooh,
They're
interesting.
very different.
We have a broken city that's on fire. We have a stream and rolling hills. You get a sense of peace while you look at it. And then you get a barren plain with a huge fortress, dull metal walls with legions of soldiers outside.
So I guess these are all different planes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I assume, or locations. Like I was kind of curious if Michael, if we can obviously peer behind the curtain, so to speak. I was curious if Michael was like, "Oh, let's go to like Eberron, let's go to Greyhawk and shit like that." I don't know. I mean, Dark Sun. I guess Dark Sun could be one of these.
Could we do like a? Would it be like a history? check
Yeah, we
to
could probably
see-
do history for
yeah,
every single
can
one.
Rowan do a history check to see if she knows, recognizes?
Oh,
it?
yeah. Should we just all roll it just in
Fucking
case?
all dumb
We
it.
did not do
Yes.
great.
I don't think I
Not
have good
great.
history then.
Well, I got
11.
a 9.
I have a -1, so maybe I won't try this one.
Ooh.
Tim did better.
Which one do you want to know about?
Let me wait. I mean, I didn't roll very good, so I don't even know if I know anything. But maybe I'll ask about the rolling hills one, because that one seems safe.
What'd you get?
I got an 11.
You do not recognize it.
I got a 24 on the small city with high walls and gleaming metal.
You think that might be the city of Brass.
City of ass? Brass.
Brass.
City of
It
Brass.
is a-
Right?
Before, right?
It is the it's where I think it's like, what do they call it?
Oh, the
Jinn?
fucking robot things you mentioned.
No. It's where like the Jinn and like genies and shit. It's an
Oh.
elemental plane of fire.
Ooh, cool.
And but it is you can go there
Cool.
as not a fire being and not die because they keep it from being all burned up.
Cool.
I can make water.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, Skud.
Good job.
Awesome. That will super help a lot.
Says it just out of context. Nobody said anything for like 15
I
minutes.
can make water.
He's pissing. Did you two roll histories for?
I did, but I got a 9.
Yeah, I have a -1, so it wouldn't make sense for Lahni to know anything.
Yeah, I have a +10. I just want to avoid me doing all the rolls if we can.
Wait, are we rolling again?
Mhm.
What about if I roll? Did you roll?
I mean,
for the
I
gold?
can try.
You
So-
you rolled for the one on fire,
No, oddly enough, the small city with high walls with gleaming
the
metal.
gleam metal. What if I try to roll for the dull metal? I'm gonna do a heavier dice.
There you
This
go.
one does me better.
No.
Nope. I believe that's actually the same number. No, one better. 12. Is that good?
You don't recognize it. Sorry.
This
Yeah.
sucks.
I rolled a 12. So
Maybe we'll
What
find
depends
somebody
with-
who recognizes this stuff.
yeah.
I got a 14 for the broken city that's on fire.
The only smart person here is Toby.
Smartest person in the world.
You do not recognize this broken city on fire.
Let's just keep going. 20 unnatural on the barren plain with a huge fortress, dull metal with legions of soldiers.
You're really not sure, but you feel like looking closer that those soldiers might be fiends of some kind.
Oh, fiends.
Fiends.
So should we just say that our rolls are our rolls and we don't know the broken city?
Yes.
I suppose just Michael, I could roll forever and I'll eventually get a natural 20. You can't stop me.
Well, you can roll forever. That's
Yeah.
true.
It'd
That's
be
true.
very bad audio.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous that we're going to enter like 28 minutes of us just like
Every single one of us rolls for every single one.
yeah, we roll
Doing that.
6 times 24 times to figure it out. Okay, well that's great information, and now we know we're on the right track for the orb and Tom, and maybe when we find Tom, we'll help the Feywild, and then oh gosh, I just hope the rest of these places aren't entirely different planes. I'm nervous it's going to take so long to get there.
Also, why does Pyre want this so bad?
Yeah, we still don't know what this is. Well, go ahead, Lahni.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what if maybe if you go to each of the places and like get something from it, maybe it gives you a lot of power. Like, what if you could control all the planes with this one thing?
That sounds just like Pyre.
Wow, I just beat the video game God of War, so this is very on the nose for me. I like it. But we started this quest before that game came out, so and before Infinity War, and as Michael loves to do, he loves to base entire campaigns off of Avenger movies he has not seen. Let's.
I have seen the City Falling one now.
Oh, you have? What'd you think? It wasn't very good, was it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that was Avengers: The City Falling one is what that one was called.
Yeah.
Did you answer our question about the tracks? I'm sorry.
They seem to go for a while still.
Okay.
But Nook goes, you aren't going to this place on the map, right?
Should we not? I mean, I think we're gonna.
I wouldn't.
What do you mean? What do you know, friend?
Well,
Wait, and then I nudge Rowan. Inside him. Nook, can you just tell us something about you?
Insight doesn't check my alignment.
Yeah, and Toby holds up a blueberry. Can you tell me this is a raspberry, please?
He's talking to Nook?
Yeah. Tell me it's a raspberry.
Is this? Well, I guess anything for you.
Well, I saved you, remember?
I know you did. I owe you a life, Dad.
Ooh, a Chewbacca.
It's a raspberry. It's weird.
And I'm nudging unchilly.
Rolling around with 14.
14 insight.
You think he's confused.
Okay.
I'm lying about the raspberry, I suppose.
And I toss him the
He
raspberry.
doesn't understand your game.
Perfect. We're
I
2
don't-
steps ahead.
I don't either.
We just want to make sure that you're cool. Eat the raspberry to prove you're cool.
It's not poison.
It looks delicious. Thank
Yeah,
you.
We had some at Dilladong's.
Oh, I got a pocket full of them. But I wouldn't go to the court. There's a thing that's the court.
Yeah.
Wait,
why
wait.
not?
You know what this image is?
Well, yeah, it's obviously.
I think that's what he was going to tell us, Toby, but you made him try the berries.
Well, I just realized we had an insight in there. We're walking around with this new guy. We found a fucking spider sack.
It's obviously the fake court, but you shouldn't go there. That's where the bad stuff is happening.
Oh.
What kind of bad stuff?
The spiders, that's where they're coming from.
Oh, well, the spiders were the easy part. It's the Drow we had to worry about.
Definitely take care of this more spiders. No problem.
Well, one of the spiders turned into a drow.
Well, that's just a coincidence, I'm sure.
Well.
I saw a
Yeah,
big
there's
spider there, like a really big one. A big lady spider.
So you were there. Wait, a
Oh.
lady spider.
Oh, can we do what is that? A history arcana? That seems like an arcana. Religion? I don't know, Michael. What kind of roll?
What are you?
Well, you weren't there. We know it's Wolf.
Would we
Right.
know? Yeah, we recognize who a big lady spider would be.
I don't know. Never mind. No, Lonnie's not smart enough to think about that.
The joys of playing a stupid character when you accidentally get like so into it, like
Right.
wait, this I'm too dumb to know this.
So yeah, like I'm not gonna go with you if you go there. Like I like you, you're cute and all, but I don't.
Toby unbuttons his top button. He takes his air blender thing out of his hair. He rubs his hands through his hair and fluffs out his like waist length hair. And
Nice.
he goes, "Oh, well, it's just so hot, and I sure need a bath, and you know if there's probably a place I could go to. Oops, I dropped my air breathing thing." And he slowly bends over,
Yeah.
picks it up.
Does he wiggle his hiney just a little?
That teeny tiny hiney.
But since he's like gnomish and flexible, he picks it up and sexily peers beneath his legs and makes eye contact. Like, oops, I found it. And then he reverts back up.
Yo, what do I do if this is working for me too?
That's only been around skeletons for like a long time, and new sensations.
Nook and Skud are just elbowing each other.
Hugo skipped class, so I had to give him something, to praise the crimes. Well, it's just that I don't want to get a scar on my body if we go somewhere bad. And we have to find Thom Harper, who is a prince, by the way. And well, how about this? Just walk with us and talk, so that we're walking and talking, getting things accomplished. To the next, is there a settlement, a town somewhere nearby before this court?
Well, sort of. I mean, the Feywild doesn't really have lots of big towns. there's lots of little houses and settlements and things like that, but not like a city.
Okay, well,
I can take you part of the way and I can point you in the direction, but I can't go back in there. I barely got out alive the first time.
well, what happened last time you were there? And we're walking. We're walking, by the way, at this point.
Well, there's these really bad guys. They did really all of it. There's like a centaur and a hag and a sprite and a tiger guy.
Rakshasa. Sorry, I didn't say that.
Yep. And it's all their fault, I'm pretty sure.
Why'd they do it?
I don't know. They're bad, I guess. They opened a portal and all these spiders came out. Got real dark.
Huh. Well, that's no good.
I think they're evil.
Oh, they sound evil and bad and hot.
That's no good. But we should definitely go there because if we fight them, then we'll get glory and everyone will know about Tower of Grey. This is a really good marketing opportunity for us.
We'll be famous in several planes.
Exactly.
But it's I whispered to Rowan, the last time we faced off against super strong religious people, we lost Thoreg, and I'm just so sad I forgot her name. I have it written down. Let me see, I'm scrolling. No, but so this sounds like Lolth. You don't fuck with Lolth. No one does.
But if Lolth took Tom,
why would she take Tom?
I don't know.
I feel like Tom is just a bystander here, and I say that not conspiratorially.
Sorry, that was Nika in real life figuring things out.
What do you think, Nika? I mean, I think you're one is allowed to chat with your mates because out of character a little, a good bit, if you ask me.
Well, I think it's spoilers because it's stuff that hasn't come out yet.
Oh,
the orca shit.
Yeah. I'm thinking. I know why Thom Harper's gone.
You do?
Yeah.
What? I don't know.
Do I know why Thom Harper's gone? I don't.
I feel like we should. Well,
I don't know, but that means nothing.
I want to say it. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Well, it's not really well, is it? Or
those episodes aren't out.
They're not out. Well, they are out actually, but they're
not Orcus.
Yes, it is. It came out yesterday.
Well, it came out on the Dungeon Delve feed.
Yeah, so you're allowed to say it technically. This is confusing.
Should I just put it in the chat?
Yeah, sure. The episodes aren't coming out until July on our feed.
So that's a million years from now.
But if you want to go listen to this technical spoiler, go to dungeondelve.com. Just kidding, it's not that.
We could probably throw it on Patreon, right?
Yeah, for sure. We'll throw it on Patreon yesterday.
Oh, okay, so I can just say it.
Oh, good point. Well, no.
Okay, never mind.
Because people that are listening.
Oh, yeah.
No, very little. Yeah, we're probably overthinking this.
I think we probably are.
All right, David, leave all of this in.
Tequila?
We'll drop it in the chat, or you can just say it and they can edit it out.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Because Adira fought against Lolth.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it would make sense then that
right.
Lolth would take Thom Harper as like something that is dear to her.
She said that?
No.
But just because it's
her
nephew.
child. Yeah.
Her nephew.
Well, we don't know that Adira fought against Lolth. We fought Orcus.
No, Adira was there for a little. She seduced. Wait.
No, Orcus. We fought Orcus.
These are two different things that we're talking about.
Nika wasn't there for the Lolth stuff.
Right, but didn't Lolth and Orcus do something?
Not that I know of, but I could be wrong. This is like my memory.
Okay, maybe I'm just crossing different hairs.
But you might have hacked Michael's story on accident, which I did.
Yeah.
I say nothing.
So, out of character metagamey, we know that Lolth entered a couple days ago.
Yes.
Based on
Adira was involved.
And Adira was involved. Michael. Oh wait, I won't say that because he messaged me after the episode.
Oh, you.
Secret knowledge. We also know that the balance is out of whack, so we killed Orcus.
Right.
But Orcus is bad and Lolth is bad. So I'm not sure if I don't know what we can glean from this safely, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Adira's there.
Yes.
I don't know the timeline.
Adira didn't she help Lolth?
Right.
Yes.
Right. So it wouldn't be
she-
Lolth doing
Right, it
something
wouldn't
to
make
fuck with her.
She hurt Melora.
Right.
Yes. She like
Maybe
stabbed her or
That's
something.
the one I was
Maybe
thinking.
Adira's like, this is my baby now, and Lolth like helped her.
My baby, as in Tom.
Like like playing like I'm taking him.
My baby. This
Not
8-year-old boy.
baby. Not
This
baby.
10-year-old
You know what I mean? Like
boy.
maybe she's like, right, I want to take him or something. Like,
I don't know. Maybe.
and Lolth is helping her. We don't fucking know. We
No,
need
I
more
do
info.
love that. Like we're trying to connect everything, and my assumption is there is some sort
There's
of string,
something.
but
Yeah.
right
And
now
Michael's
we
like,
have
these
stupid idiots. Okay, well, how about this? Let's not make any rash decisions, right? And I put my hand on his shoulder. We'll see what happens at the next town or settlement.
I mean, he said there's not really towns.
He did say there's towns and settlements. Those are cities,
Fair.
and because we need to find our prince, Tom, and someone from. And I show him the tuning fork of the Feywild.
But doesn't that mean that somebody came from
I know.
the
Shut up. What Michael was going to say was, doesn't that mean they came and then are probably still in our previous plane? Is that was what you were going to say, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he goes, well, if you follow this path, it'll turn into a road and you will go through some settlements. I think that the Drow have everything kind of locked down. So I don't know if you want to go through there.
Maybe we should go off road.
But if you keep following this road, then you'll eventually get to a dock that goes to the island where the court is, where I just really don't think you should go.
Okay, well,
If you were us, what would you do?
I would hide and run.
so
This guy.
also slightly metagamey. We know that. Well, this isn't metagamey. It is. I don't know anymore. We know that this character is a coward.
He's a coward.
And we know, and
You
Ben
can throw an
Dilladong-
insight on this.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
it's time.
Ben Dilladong said that he killed those dudes, even though they were super close to being dead. So we maybe wouldn't have died in that previous battle.
This dice tower is doing me
This
wrong.
dice tower might just be
It's
broken.
doing me wrong. 12.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know.
2.
You glean nothing. What was that, Nika?
22.
You sense that he's really afraid.
You ain't nothing but chicken shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
But it doesn't seem like irrational fear.
Ooh, the perfect fear.
It's just Rowan kind of draws Toby aside. Guys, he's weak,
Oh,
so it makes sense that you would be afraid. But
okay.
our crew, I mean, we just we basically killed all those spiders and basically killed the Drow.
Sure.
You know, Ben Dongadong. What's his last name?
Ben Dong Dong. Yes.
Ben Dingling. Dong. What? But seriously, what is
Dilladong.
Dilladong. Ben Dilladong said
He
they
just-
were almost.
It was
dead.
almost as if that battle was a jelly jar that was tough to open.
and we loosened the jar
For sure.
So what I'm saying is this guy just doesn't know our power.
For sure. Okay, Nook. Well, how about this? You lead us where we will, and if any scrapes come, we will protect you. And you saw how strong we were. And if you have to scurry off, I believe you've given us enough information, and we thank you.
Okay. Well, like, you could just follow this road.
You don't want to go anywhere near.
Mm,
Wow.
Would you be safer on your own or safer with us?
oh God, I don't know. I
How'd you
tried to
get-
hide in the forest, and Oh.
It didn't work out so good
Well,
for you, but then
No, it did
he
not.
saved you.
Well, how did you get away from the battle?
Yeah.
Or whatever happened in the fake court?
Well, I'm pretty resourceful, and once I saw that bad hag and Tiger Man and Sprite and Centaur, who was very dumb. I tricked them, and then I ran, and there was a lot of running and swimming and running and hiding.
Okay.
One thing you got to say for him, he's got endurance.
Yeah, resourceful for sure. Well, thank you so much, Nook. If we don't see you again, I will be sad, but I'm glad to have met you.
Why don't we just go the other way?
No,
We can't.
You guys could still protect me.
But how would we protect little Tom?
I don't know who Tom is.
We do.
Excuse me, he's my nephew.
I bring out a half platinum piece and I show it's this guy,
The little lad.
the little boy.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you guys.
All right. Well, we're gonna go off this way to our death.
Do you think that, again, Rowan is kind of talking they can kind of still hear. Do you think this guy's useful? I mean, I can throw on the old charm. I need to.
An ally is always useful.
So I'm gonna like to roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I like that you shook it and then
I did. Okay, that's better.
See what?
20.
So go ahead and persuade this man, this half goat, half man.
Now, Nook, is this really what you want your legacy to be? Running away from the heart of things and what's going on? Do you want it to be said that when your land was in need, you didn't come to its defense? I mean, we're always looking for powerful adventurers in our crew, and maybe there might be some gold in it for you, some power, or some handsome, beautiful folks around. I mean, we're pretty famous where we come
Oops,
from.
I dropped my thing again.
Why isn't there a seduce skill?
Yeah,
I think it's persuasion. I think it's
I guess, but I feel like seduce is just a more specialized.
different. It is. There's an amulet of seduction, or there used to be anyway.
There should be
definitely an amulet.
There should be a convince that's not tied to charisma, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
Okay. I didn't tell you everything.
Oh.
Now
we're getting somewhere.
So, it was the hag. She stole a special thing, a special artifact, from the satyrs. I was trying to stop her. That was what I was doing. And this special artifact was used to trap Melora. I would like to get her back. I would like to free Melora. I think that would probably really help.
So yeah, you know what, Nook? I think that we can help each other. We can help you free Melora, which I think will help us get Thom Harper back.
Jeez, Melora is very powerful.
Oh yeah, and we want her on our side, and it wouldn't. She would be so proud of you, right? I mean, she sounds like a really cool chick.
Sure,
I would love to win her favor.
Well, I mean, we're not from this realm, so we really could use some insight from someone like yourself. And you don't have to. I mean, we're the muscle. Look at us. Like gestures.
Yeah.
Toby's flexing in the background.
That is true. You are all very muscular.
Are you? Everyone flexes. Everyone roll for flex.
Oh boy.
Everyone's flexing super hard.
Word.
I actually rolled bad, and so did Tim.
Yeah.
Our blessing is we're like.
I rolled a 4, which is a 3 because I have a -1 strength modifier.
Yeah, I have an 11 to flex.
Toby, you're so soft and supple.
Ooh. So what do you say, Nook?
I'm not good in a fight.
That's okay.
And I probably will hide a lot, but I
Yes.
can help you. There's a back way into the court.
Ooh,
Yes.
that would be super helpful. You saved us a lot of headache.
It's kind of a secret.
Not anymore.
But yeah, so we could do that.
Let's do it. Sounds like we've got ourselves a plan. And Rowan like claps her hands and like she's done it. She's really proud of herself.
Perfect. Let's continue on the way, of course, because there's still daylight left to burn.
Okay.
Toby slept enough.
Oh, I have been awake for an hour. I could go for another 10-hour nap.
Okay. So if we go this way, we can skirt around the villages and hopefully avoid any drow situations.
Okay, sure.
I can do. I'm a ranger, so I can also I think be helpful in this sense.
I think. Yeah, I have survival also. If we need that for tracks or nature, nature's not good. I'm sure Rowan has nature.
Yeah.
Well, what folks can assist each other, things like that.
So if you want to, like, he leads you into another, not the dense kind of forest that you were in before with the spiders and whatnot, but he leads you into a more foresty area, and if you want to scout ahead, Rowan and/or
Yes.
Her name's Lahnik.
whoa.
All that singing before. As
Definitely not Jayla.
Are there
Lahni.
any undead or aberrations around my greater favorite enemy that I chose for some reason?
Oh, you chose it for the 4 episodes we recorded where you fought a lich. You have to kill Rowan and make a new character.
Well, I chose the aberrations for literally no reason at all because it sounded interesting.
They are fun.
I can assist you if you want.
Is this just like just doing a nature check? I was just.
Oh, I can't do nature.
Survival actually would probably
Survival?
be
Okay.
more appropriate.
I've got good survival.
Cool. I think survival's only okay.
Do you want to aid me? Oh shit! God damn it.
My survival. So I did 13.
Okay, I also have 13. So
Well, I think if you aid her, she gets to roll twice.
Do I?
oh,
Yeah, she gets advantage.
it's
if
not
you
just
do
a.
good.
Oh, sweet.
Wait, what's your survival? Mine's +3, so maybe you should do it.
Mine's a +10.
What
yeah.
the fuck? Why am I a ranger and I'm bad at survival? That actually makes a lot of sense for Rowan.
I don't have the nature part. You have the nature part.
Rowan has had a pretty easy life, so she's not so good at surviving, actually.
Okay, so my second roll then would be a 15 +10, so 25.
Okay. So paint us a little picture of Lahni scouting ahead in the forest and probably seeing a patrol of drow.
Oh, Lahni literally will just take the move action and just run in, run back, run in, run back. So they're moving like 5 feet, and she's doing this every time. And she's like, nothing, nothing. Ooh, drow, 5 drow, 10 drow. And we'll come back and like say each time how many more drow she can see. And like where they are and what they're doing, and try to give a little more information. So it's exciting every time she comes back to see them. And she brings
Still here.
What did you see this time? What did you see this time?
27 birds. Oh, wow. That was not Lonnie's voice. That was just my voice. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
That's how Lonnie's voice sounds because of the Doppler effect of moving closer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a strange phenomena.
So you guys skirt around the bad boys in the forest, and you get a little bit closer and up ahead you see a giant lake, and in the far off distance you can see an island and this huge crystalline structure.
And do we see any buildings or anything, or do we skirt it so far that, like, on our shore, or do we skirt it so far that we're not near anything?
There are docks, but it looks like you can see across. It seems like all of the enemy forces are across the lake on the island.
Okay, so on our side there aren't that many bad folks.
Right. There's no like boats or anything. Those are all gone.
Okay.
And Nook is like, oh, there's usually these swan boats here, and they just ferry you over. So we'll have to figure out some other way to get across. And it does look like there's a lot of bad boys on the other side.
Yeah, that looks like an army. Would you call that an army?
I'm not a military person, but that sounds right.
Okay.
Nook, what did you do in your previous life?
What brings you joy?
Well,
What are your hobbies?
What brings me joy?
Yeah.
Is that what you asked? Well, I am a satyr, and we are known to be extremely horny.
He loves to fuck.
That's
Fair.
I also love fine silks, and I spent a lot of time in the court, kind of folding the silks and sorting the silks, and
He's the chief silkman of the court.
sometimes they would have me sweep up and things, but not a lot of that. Okay, and cleaning the toilets and latrines and things.
Oh wow, lucky.
Dusting, scrubbing floors.
So you were intimate, so to speak, with the court.
Yes, you could say that.
And you know this. We call it a castle or a fortress. Well, I forget what we said.
Castle?
It's like a castle. It's a very
Palace?
fairy tale, castle-y, palace-y thing.
So you would say that you're pretty familiar with the castle.
Oh yes. Yes.
That's going to be very useful to us, Nook. Very useful.
Well,
first things first, though. I don't know why my voice is getting weird. Is we have to get across this water, and so we should think of a way to do that next time.
Oh man!
I think it turned one of you into a whale.
I was literally I can talk to animals, so I was like,
gonna build a bone boat.
Oh, these are all really good options.
I have like
I love them all.
a Mario Kart style water race. Like we can't agree on what the right way to
Yeah,
go
so we
is.
all do different things.
Yeah,
Michael-
dust off your Mario Kart rules. We're gonna need them again.
Can I just walk across the water like one of those lizards?
Oh,
Probably could. With the right shoes, you could definitely.
so Lahni doesn't even need like a boat.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is we got a bone boat like being pulled by like a lot of fish.
Well, if you
Ooh.
disagree with me, I'm gonna turn into a bird and then just win.
I
This
want.
is gonna be so easy.
I want to see a yoke of fish. Just
Yeah,
all in rows.
I feel like it
A
would
yolk
work.
of fish. I don't like thinking about that. Now, if you said seahorses, I'd be like, still wrong, evil,
But-
but
Is it,
Why?
is it really less wrong?
it's less wrong.
Why?
But also
Because they're horses
more
of the
wrong.
sea?
Yeah, it's both more right and more wrong.
Fishes are dumb though.
Fishes are dumb. They're the only animal that doesn't feel pain, and they're like, "Please kill me,
I
I'm
don't know if
delicious."
That's true. But...
Oh,
Did you say that?
I don't
Yeah,
feel
you say
pain
that.
because I'm dead
Oh,
inside.
and Bachmann.
well, vegetarians are allowed to eat them because they're gross.
No, that's not true.
all vegetarians
No.
eat fish,
No, that's not. That's not.
isn't it?
No, some people do,
That's
but they're not. They're a pescatarian.
I think all
Vegetarian.
vegetarians.
We'll find out what hasty generalization Tim makes next week.
All vegans eat meat. One of my favorite thing about vegans is they leave reviews for us. All vegans leave reviews for us on
Wow,
either
sure.
Stitchers or iTunes, or excuse me, Apple Podcasts, because it helps us. Your downloading definitely helps us on every other platform, but people still use Apple Podcasts greatly. Thank you. So V6 Congrata says, please, daddy, oh, daddy, please. Good day, mate. If you love Jesus, Christian values, dick abs, and the occasional hail Satan, this is the show for you. I've reached an existential crisis in my life, having marathoned the entire show all winter, and I'm finally forced to wait for sequential updates like a commoner. Your brand of storytelling keeps getting better and better with every episode, and always leaves me wanting more. Also, Tim, if you're reading this, g'day, mate, g'day, mate, g'day, mate, g'day, mate, g'day, mate. I'm a little baby and everyone loves me. Thank you all, and keep up the good laughs. A chocolate-filled pretzel from the United States. G'day, mate. Just kidding, I'm not from Canada. I am, however, just over 1 month and 150 episodes in.
Whoa!
Holy shit. So it's fair to say that I may have given myself podcast-induced brain damage.
That's true.
Definitely true. My ears are bleeding in the best possible way. Thanks for the laughs and Sake Robot finally caught up, and now I don't know what to do with my life. As a Pocket Cast user on Android, I had to download iTunes to write this review. This podcast was recommended to me by the internet. The only thing I knew about D&D is that there were dice involved. Now I feel like I'm an expert dungeoneer and will look for a way to convince my friends to play with me. Thank you so much. Nice. Emily loves Aludra, 7 out of 7 jerk yours. My co-worker got me into this podcast. Thank you. After being interested in D&D for a long time but never playing, and now in the 150s, and while waiting for him to catch up, I started listening to You're a Wizard, Ari. And learned that GeeklyCon 2018 is going to be in none other than Columbus, Ohio, where I live. Nice. I can't wait to hang out with all the nerdy people and remember my years at Harry Potter cons. I love all these guys and ladies so much. Thanks for doing you at Emily Altair. Mexitro Girl from Australia. Best podcast ever. OMG, this podcast. This is so funny, and I love hearing this podcast. If you're looking to listen to a D&D or something adventurous or even something funny, this podcast is for you. And it gets very dicey here. Chaos Chris. That's a good name. Best podcast ever. I'm not an OG Slaver, but I did listen from episode 1. It took me about 2.5 months, but I am finally caught up. It was worth every second. I've gotten many weird looks at work when I can't hold it and burst out in a fit of laughter. Now to continue random encounters. A car I was driving hit 7777 miles, and I immediately had so many flashbacks. I laughed and received many weird looks from people when I tried to explain to them why I was laughing and what a dragon boner had to do with it. Thank you so much. Clito Ita Canada says, whoa. Boy. Good day, mate. Whoa.
Wow.
Need Images from the United States says, hope this makes it on the podcast. First time reviewer here of anything. Must say I've never been an avid listener to any podcast and accidentally stumbled upon this one. I started with episode 200 or something and was hooked. I've been binge listening, and I'm only on episode 72. Your charisma is absolutely intoxicating and gives me great joy. You make third shift less painful. Keep it up, everyone. Can't wait for the day I'm finally all caught up and get to see your adventures unfold. Oh,
nice.
Super Size says, found the perfect podcast. I first heard about this podcast when listening to the crossover episodes they did with Holden and Jake of Wizard and the Bruiser. And immediately needed more. I started 4 months ago and have ignored every other podcast to listen to in order to binge. Hopefully not the Wizard and the Bruiser too. In order to binge listen to Drunks and Dragons cast, weave a story of adventure, wonder, and goofs. Too many goofs to count. I've had to pause the podcast and rip out my headphones at work many, many times to prevent myself from breaking out into laughter. The goof that got me hooked in episode 1 was when Junpei gave Tom an inspirational speech and handed him a long sword to use on the enemy. Just to have Tom throw the dagger and miss fantastically. Thank you so much.
Good shit.
That's fun. Link to DD says Natty 20. Once I started listening, I couldn't stop. These guys are awesome. Sly Flourish. Chip Nishion from Isaiah says Cure. May have cured my video game addiction. I need some dice and some friends, and we'll get my campaign started. Thank you so much, everyone. There are still 15 pages of reviews to do.
Oh my God.
But these
whole new ones this week.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You guys are so powerful.
You guys, thank you so much. Even with reading like half of some of these reviews, I feel like we're not making any headway. That's fine. I think we're okay. We'll never get caught up, but some episodes we'll read a lot more because I do know that people love to listen to the review part. which I think when we were younger, I assumed wasn't the case, but here we are.
I like listening to it on the show.
I think we had like literally 3 people be like, "Oh, they read reviews on air. Fuck them." And I was like, "Oh, everyone must think that," even though
that's not true.
That's not true.
It's so fun. As a fan, it is very fun to hear the people that you enjoy listening to say your name and read what you wrote about them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, do you want to get in touch with us? We're on Twitter. We're at GeeklyInc. We're at D&D Podcast. I'm at Thrifty Nerd.
I'm at Tim Lanning.
I'm at Jennifer Cheek.
I'm at Nika_Howard.
I'm at the Mike Bachmann. No, I really am.
Didn't get your fill of action and adventure in this episode of Drunks and Dragons? Well, make sure to head over to GeeklyInc.com where you can find other thrilling podcasts, the hottest nerd news, fan art to make you blush, and gear to level up your adventuring quest. When you've finished blushing over Toby's tiny little hiney, head over to Apple Podcasts or your other podcast app of choice to leave us a 5-star rating and review. Also, don't forget to head over to patreon.com/D&D podcast. Once you become a patron, you have access to exclusive content like ad-free episodes that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Every pledge helps us keep growing and makes the show better with each episode. New episodes come out every Monday, so go subscribe, get your quest log filled, and get ready for things to get dicey.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week. Until then, keep it dicey.
Thank you. Stop and explore for
Yeah.
I need to so bad.
Twitch. We are not moving GeeklyCon, so
Sorry.
It's
Can
gonna be in Columbus forever.
Can we just talk for a second about how Guillermo del Toro retweeted a thing being like, "Why are you canceling Brooklyn Nine-Nine?"
Seriously?
Yeah.
I am so
I
sad.
was so fucking mad. Fucking idiots.
I'm upset about The Last Man on Earth as well.
Oh, they're canceling that?
Yeah, that's getting canceled as well.
Why don't? Oh my god, fucking TV.
But no, but then they showed that fucking Not a Nerd Sheldon show.
The
Oh.
big
You know what? It's
Yeah.
people are fucking stupid.
People
The
are
thing is, Hulu or Netflix or something, I'm sure will pick up Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I can't imagine that they
Sure,
wouldn't.
so.
They make so much money.
It's so.
Would they?
Yeah.
It's
I
really
think they would.
popular. Fucking fool.
I
Has
said
been-
the same thing, and you know what Danny said to me?
What?
If it was really popular, it'd stay on the fucking air. And I was
No!
like, God damn it!
Well,
No, because they're all working off of fucking Nielsen ratings and shit.
Yeah.
yeah, no
Like-
one who has a fucking actual TV with cable in their house. Not
Yeah.
me.
It's like
crazy people.
all these people that are saying, "Oh, I love it," and usually the stereotypical response would be like, "Well, why don't you tune in?" It's like, well, I watch it on Hulu. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, does that not count for anything?
it should
Like,
count for Hulu because Hulu is like the one that it kind of does count for.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, like we watch it on Hulu like every week.
Yeah. So we eat well because we can't watch anime while we're eating because of the goddamn
it's
subtitles.
too hard to read. In
Right?
Same.
I can't watch anime when I'm going to bed.
Yeah, no, because you fall asleep.
'Cause it's loud and
I have not even been watching anime recently. I was like last night, like I was in a weird mood because we finished up all the available episodes of Silicon Valley, and I like wanted to watch a crime thing, but I didn't want it to be too scary because I wanted to be able to go to sleep. But like nothing sounded good to me,
Mhm.
so I basically just listened to it was like confession tapes or something while I like scrolled on the net, which was interesting. It was interesting.
If you do want to watch a true crime thing that's not very scary, I don't think it's scary at least. Wait. You watch confession tapes that's on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought
I
it was something
liked
else.
it.
But yeah,
I
no, it's extremely good.
I think the problem is just that I've been listening to so much My Favorite Murder, and it's so fucking good that like all the other like true crime stuff is like ruined for me because I just like that style of it because it doesn't like scare me too much, like the way they talk about it.
Yeah.
Because what's the other one? The oh my god,
Sword and Scale.
Sword and Scale like style is like too much for me.
I love it. It's so
Like
good.
it's definitely interesting, but it maybe I don't like when like because we were listening to the one, or I was listening to the one on what's his name, Luca Magnotta.
Yes. Yeah.
And like the audio from the dude
It's
being
so-
murdered, I'm like,
yeah.
nope,
I can't
nope,
believe they
can't
play
do
like
that.
that.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Like that actually made me feel like nauseated. Like I had to stop listening to that.
You.
Yeah.
You guys should not. Yeah. I probably would not go much deeper into it than Sword and Scale then.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like,
there's
not
deeper?
Yeah. Well, so I really like Last Podcast on the Left,
Yeah.
but they are extreme. Like they tell you all of the details. They
Yeah.
play 911 tapes, all of
See,
that.
that's
So if you
that's
don't,
the shit that I can't deal with.
Yeah,
Like,
if you don't
I don't mind hearing about it like secondhand, but the like firsthand stuff is like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Hearing people get like stabbed. Or,
Yeah. Oh.
I'm okay with 911 tapes as long as it's something like innocuous, like my neighbor's cutting down a tree that's on over on my side of the property line.
Not be calling 911 for this.
Yeah.
Where's the podcast for that?
no, these
I'm
are
into
not
it.
those 911 tapes.
Oh yeah, no. I actually like thinking about it. It makes me feel sick again. I can't. I'm too weak. I can't
Yeah, we
do
listened
it.
to the one that was like eating children.
Oh, that one was fucked. I had to stop
Yeah.
that one too. I had to stop that
and they
one
were
as well.
playing their like chat logs.
That was like creepy.
It's the worst with the creepy robot voice.
Smiley face. I was
Yes.
like, no.
Because they're like just like lame adults who just so happen to eat children.
Yeah.
So-
oh, if
They're
you
like
guys
saying
watched
like lame jokes.
the next one, that guy called one of his friends and was playing some of those lines, and his friend was like freaking
Oh
out.
my god, I fucking bet.
It's also weird when he like breaks character and like makes jokes on it. It's like, wait, you're like the Grim Keeper. You can't like make jokes while talking about these people eating kids.
Oh yeah, you definitely wouldn't like Last Podcast on the Left. Then.
Yeah, they're a little bit like, not like they're bad. It's just like not my taste. Like I think
They're a little irreverent, if that makes
I
sense.
like the way that like Georgia and Karen do it. Like they're not. It's not like Karen and Georgia are not like irreverent sometimes. Like they were talking about the people who were on their honeymoon, and that girl came
Oh,
out,
yeah.
and they're like, "Oh man, for Murderino's dream honeymoon,"
Yeah.
which is hilarious.
I had no idea that that's what that podcast was. I don't know what I thought it
My
was.
Favorite Murder.
No, my last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
I always assumed it was like a comedy podcast or something.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
it
it
is.
is.
It is, but
I
A
listened to the
murder
one.
comedy.
they're all
podcast.
comedians of
I
some
can't-
sort.
I listened to the one on like the Nazis and the occult, which was really interesting.
Yeah, because the thing with last podcast on the left that I didn't like is they punch down a lot, and
Well, maybe it was not. I mean, we just listened to a couple.
That's true. We might have
episodes.
gotten-
We
yeah, there's several where they were punching down, and
I didn't
when
like when
they
they made fun of John Benet Ramsey. I'm like, leave her alone. She's
Yeah.
dead.
but when they punched down at Nazis, it didn't feel.
That's fine.
as
I don't
bad,
care about that.
You know, but-
The one I listened to last podcast was it last? No, it was Sword and Scale. Of the boy who got kidnapped and the whole fucking like crazy like political like
David Gesh.
Yeah, that shit
I
is
think it's
cool.
it. Yeah,
You
yeah.
need to listen to that one though.
Oh
because
no,
that
I
was-
have. Yeah.
Oh, to Tim. Tim needs to listen to it. 'Cause
Oh,
that one's
okay.
nuts. Like that one's like I want to do research on this because what the fuck is happening?
It's like, how can these things be real?
Yeah, it's the world is very bad and fucked up.
Yeah. All right.
No, we
well,
gotta say sexy and not get murdered. Really important.
I'm sleepy.
We should go night night.
I'm gonna go to
All
bed.
right. Yeah. All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye. I love you.
Bye,
Good work,
thank
everybody.
you. See you soon. Now you'll see Bachmann's empty house on the
Bye,
stream.
Bachmann's empty
Yeah.
Thanks,
house.
stream.
Bye, Bachmann's
Love
empty
you.
house.
Oh, hey. Everyone leave? Y'all, they were all talking about this crime podcast. I want to rob you all of the conversation. So I went to go find some slippers. These are my slippers. And I figured that they would still be talking by the time I got back, and then I could take the stream down. But they didn't. And now this is kind of awkward. I don't really know. I mean, like, what the etiquette here is Like, do I just like take it down without a word, or? I mean, you got all these like empty holes too. Here, like it says Jennifer Cheek and Tim Lanning, but they're not there. And Nika Howard, but she's not there. And Michael DiMauro, but he's not there. And it's just me. And it's kind of a metaphor if you think about it, because like the overlay having empty holes is a bit like my heart, and my heart is the overlay of my life. And so now I don't know what to do or how to carry on. Somebody earlier asked why my basement was such a mess. Which, like, it's not bad if I get out of the way. But now I can see that sitting here like this, it looks really messy. And I got kind of indignant about the fact that they said it looks like a mess. And the truth of the matter is it does kind of look like a mess. I mean, it's, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I agree. It's fine. There's some laundry there that's been folded and not put away. There's a hammer mill box back there that's, that I used to prop up my Oculus sensor. So, I mean, it's, yeah, it's okay. Just, they don't get to me. It's hard sometimes, It's just hard. Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I'm kind of running out of things to say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, and then everybody's just gonna, okay, bye.